now. All right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So let's start with. Here you shared with me the files. So I will open the English file.
Mm-hmm.
Because German I can't understand properly.
Yeah.
So okay. Now in this screen, in this spreadsheet, you mentioned that the yellow fields should be entered by the users. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And
Yeah.
and green one should be calculated automatically by the system.
Exactly. That's the
Okay.
benefit of the app. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So do we include all the fields or until this mark, this yellow sign?
I mean, actually, it would be benefit to include all the lines, or is that too much for an app? I don't know.
No. It's actually my approach. Today I will discuss with you the designs,
Mm-hmm.
how I will design. Look, since the mobile devices are small screen devices,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not very handy for the user to, since these fields are very long. I mean these are according to 100 fields.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very long.
Yeah.
If we add all these fields in one single screen, then it becomes very tedious to the user to fill up all the fields one by one, and it will come scrollable fields.
Yeah.
Okay. So my idea is that, suppose this is first thing, that apartment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I will create this as one section.
Mm-hmm.
In one screen, I will add only these fields with title apartment, and then field name is street name, and against it the input field, then size, then input field, the number of rooms, and then input field. Below we will give button to move next, okay, or submit. When the users press next, then we will create another screen with these fields only. Okay, so we have different screens for different fields, like this one. We have third screen for this one, and fourth for this one. We will adjust this field somewhere, and for these fields, for these separate sections we have different screens, so that user will enter the values easily.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, so it's always like a navigation bar or something.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It will navigate to other screens.
Yeah, sounds good. Maybe it would be a bit overwhelming or distracting if we put it all on one side. Yeah.
Yes. If we put them all in one screen, then you think of that if you were given a form with 100 fields.
Yeah.
Then you will feel, what is this? How will I feel? So if we go step by step, then it is a nice user experience to enter the data.
Yeah.
Okay.
And by the way, as you can see, the last lines are mostly calculated. So in the end, there won't be much work for the user to be done. It's only in the beginning. Yeah.
It's in the beginning, because these are automatic. The fields that can be automatically calculated can be adjusted properly in one screen. Okay. So that will my approach for designing this app.
Okay. Sounds great. Okay, let's go. Let's do it that way.
So let's start. When we start developing iPhone app, the user must have installed Xcode IDE on its Mac system. Okay. When you open it up, then it will show this kind of window. Okay. We have three options here. One, get started with Playground, create a new Xcode project, or check out an existing project. Okay.
Yep.
The first one is, do you know that these options, what these options do, or shall I skip it?
I'm familiar with Playground, so I think you can skip it. Yeah.
Okay. So the third option is that, suppose we have hosted our project on some remote version. Okay, like GitHub and Bitbucket are very popular nowadays. So we can take the copy from that server. Okay. Here we will create a new project with create new project. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So these are the different templates already provided by the Apple.
Yeah.
Okay. But since we will start with single view application. Okay, and name it. So what will I give the name for the project?
Let's call it just Canci coding.
CACODING. Right?
Yep.
Okay. Now here, this is the organization name. I will put your name. Okay. Now here the options to choose that which language we want the project to be in, either in Swift or Objective-C. Okay, let we start with Swift, because if we start with Objective-C, then in the near future we have to change that to Swift. Might Apple stop working on Objective-C? The devices, it support iPhone or iPad both, or only iPhone first?
Yeah.
iPhone?
Yeah, I think. I mean, what's your recommendation? I mean, it's cool to have it on various devices, but maybe it's easier if we concentrate on one.
Okay, then first we get iPhone as, because most of the people have iPhone with them, and
yeah.
Okay,
that makes
now
sense. Yeah.
Okay, we will uncheck if these fields are checked before, then we will uncheck those, because we will not write any unit test for our app.
Okay.
Okay, then we will save it. Okay, now the project is created. Now here is the option that whether these you are seeing those check mark. This is telling that whether your app will rotate as the device rotates or not. So we will fix it to portrait mode only.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Now this is the integral part of every iPhone app. Every iPhone app contains this class, app delegate. Okay.
Yep.
It's the main entering point for the app. Okay. Whenever app launched from the iPhone device, it goes from here.
All right.
Okay. The controls or compiler start from here. Now first we will design the UI. Okay. Now here we have a view controller. Means this is view controller means one screen. If you have 3 view controllers, that means you have 3 screens or 3 views.
Okay, and the different screens we have for all the blocks you identified, they will be on one view controller, or will there be separate?
No, separate. For each block we have separate view controller. Okay. By default, Apple creates whenever we create a new project using Xcode. Okay, these classes are created by default for every project. Okay, so now here you are seeing the arrow. Okay, it's telling the compiler that this is the ending point, or it's telling us that you choose this class as your first screen. Okay. Now, since we stick with the approach that we will create different screen for different blocks. Okay, so we need a navigation controller. A navigation controller, like here you can see, this is navigation controller. Okay, what it does, it manages the navigation between different screens. Okay, so we will drag and drop it here. Okay, now you are seeing that this is our navigation controller and it has a root view controller. Okay, so every navigation controller has one view controller associated with it, and it's called root view controller. Means this is the root, the last point of the navigation controller, or the starting point, you can say, if you are going from start to end. Okay, so we will delete it because it's we have already have our view controller. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now we will select our navigation controller, and here we have option that is initial view controller, then we will select it. Now you can see the arrow moves to navigation controller.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So we can see already something like a small storyboard at that point in time, right? Mm-hmm.
Yes. This
Okay.
is storyboard. This is storyboard. You can either delete this storyboard and create your own old style methods, but it's easy in the storyboard. Okay. Now since we have our navigation controller as our initial view controller, now as I already told you, that each navigation controller has one root. Okay, so you can select which root view controller you want. So we will go to this and drag and drop to our view controller. Okay. Now it shows that this is our navigation controller. This arrow shows that this is the entry point of our screen.
Yeah.
Means the first view controller of our app, and this is the root view controller. Okay.
Yep.
And if we also, you are seeing this navigation bar here on the screen.
Yeah.
Here you are seeing the navigation bar. Okay. So for the time being we will disable it. Or you want a navigation bar in your app?
Wait a second. What I can see right now is like Canci coding, mainboard, navigation controller scene. Is it that what you mean?
Yes. Look here. Here this is navigation controller scene.
Yeah.
Okay. You are seeing the now here. You are seeing this blue bar. So do you want this blue bar in the app, or we can hide it?
Do you think it would be a convenient way to navigate, to have such a bar?
This is the default. Actually, when we navigate from one screen to other screen, then this bar does that. It creates a back button automatically, so that we can tap on it and it pushes us back.
Okay. So in that bar, there will be different buttons to navigate forward and backward and so on, or?
Yes, we can add more buttons to it. But nowadays, what we do in our full-time room, that we create our own custom thing. Okay. So my suggestion is we will remove it.
All right, then let's remove it. Yeah.
Okay. Now this is our view. This is our view controller, means first screen. So we will open the now here. This is our screen title. We will add apartment. Okay.
Okay. Do you recommend to do it all in English first and to enter the German as soon as it is all finished, or what do you recommend?
You want this app in 2 languages, or you only want it in German?
Actually, it only makes sense in German because real estate things are completely different in the UK and in the US.
Okay.
So to a British or to a US customer, it would be completely useless. So
okay, then we will.
German.
Okay, then I will open that sheet also.
I mean, if it helps you to make sense of all that, maybe we could.
No. Look, I can. If I need any reference, then I can view the English file.
All right. Okay.
Okay. So here I will copy that first. That's here. Now this object comes from here. Now what happens in Do you heard about auto layout?
Sorry.
Auto layouts in do you have are you reading iOS app development or?
I've read a bit in that document, but I
Okay.
did not proceed to the chapters of designing things.
Okay.
No. Mm-mm.
Okay. Now look, here we have here it is. Now here it is. Okay. Now what we have this is called UI label. Okay. The one we drag and drop.
Yep.
Okay. We put title here for that. This is the I don't read how to read it. This object. Okay. And you can see the different devices here. iPhone 7. This is now iPhone SE. This is iPhone 4S. So you can see that the screen size changes here.
Changes, yeah.
Yes. Okay. Now if we have our iPhone 7, then you can see that this level is centered to the screen.
I see. Yeah.
You can see. Okay. Now if I view it iPhone 4, then it moves towards right.
To the right side, yeah.
Yeah. So for this, Apple provides or Xcode gives a new thing called auto layout. Okay. And we will add those auto layout constraints to this level, and it will fix this issue that level moving towards right in lower devices automatically.
Okay.
Okay.
So that there is no extra work for you to fix it on the different sizes. Okay.
Yes. For this, what we do, we will select our level, and then we go here. Here it shows us that the distance from the top, right, left, and bottom edges of the screen. Okay. I will select this. This is the top distance, this one. Okay. And I will edit it. Now you can see one blue bar here that it's pointing that this label is distanced from the top with a 19 pixel margin.
I see. Okay.
Okay. We will make it 20. Okay. Now here we have, this is horizontally centered in container and vertically centered in container. Okay. And when I select this means that I want my label to be centered vertically. You can see this line here.
So it's aligned to the middle of the screen.
Yes. Now it automatically gives me error that your positions and width are different than as expected by the system. Okay, I click it, and now I give it. Now it's in the center. Now if I change the devices here, it's already in the center.
It stays. Okay, that is good.
Okay. Now this is our title. We will give it a font. Custom, and then we will select this, give it this, and we will increase this font size to 23. Okay. Now in our active field, our next field is this. This is address. We will copy it and drag one more here. Okay, one more here. One more. Okay, so now what we do, we replace these labels 20 pixels from the left. Okay, we will select it and replace 20. Okay. Now, as we give constraints to this object label, we will give these the constraints to these labels too. Okay, and select here. It's 20. From top it's 50, and we'll give this. So it's like this. We will a gap of 25 between these two labels. Okay, this is now we are done with the field path of label. Now for the input field, we will use UI text field. Okay, now we are done with our text fields. Here you can see those 1, 2, and 3. Okay, now we will drag a button. That will tell submit on next. Okay, now we will see this is 44, make it 45, and we will add constraints to it too. This is top, and also we want it to our center of the screen. And here it is. Okay.
Town, I've got one question. In the Excel spreadsheet, I've included these little text boxes that explain a little bit what the user has to enter. If you can scroll a bit to the right side, please.
Right.
Okay. Exactly. You can see here this little box saying, please enter the address of the apartment that is being calculated right now. So maybe there is a way of giving that advice to the user?
Yes, I will look what I'm now. Now let's run this on our simulator. We will run it on iPhone 7 or 6s.
I'm just mentioning that just in case we need an extra button that says show tooltip or something.
No, we don't need. I will show you something.
Okay.
Here you can see our first screen is ready now. Okay, it's means that's the address to be entered by the user. These have 3 fields that should be entered. Now your question is what that you want some tip given to the user that you have to enter it as. So suppose when I press here next, okay, now if user leave this field empty, okay, okay, then when the user press, we will show a pop-up from here on the top of the screen with this message, the message given by you, like we have to enter the address for the apartment.
Okay, so it's like then an error message, or?
Yes. Let me show you how like this app is. This is now. You can give it. Now it's when these 2 fields are already entered. Okay. Now when this we will enter this, then this is please enter store name. Here's store name. Okay. If I enter store name here, when I press next, it will say please enter store contact. Okay. We will also make your text field look like this. Okay, because it's look nice.
Yeah. The look is beautiful. However, could you go please to the English version of my Excel spreadsheet? Yeah. If you have a look at the tooltips that I've created, these are okay. They would be good error messages indeed. However, if you have a look at the 4th one that says reasonable assumption 5% of purchase price. So I think it might be the case that the user enters something. However, that message would be very helpful for him to make a sound decision.
So these are the messages that are helpful while entering the data.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, then we will do one thing. We can add something to our screens. Okay.
Yeah. And wait a second. One other thing. Please switch again to the Excel spreadsheet. You can see that reference apartment. How can we include the reference apartment so that the user can?
Okay, this one. Okay, so you also want these things to be listed.
That would be really helpful. I don't know. Have we got enough space to do it like that?
Okay, we can do one thing. We can add them as.
Or another, yeah. Maybe we should switch to landscape mode. What do you think? So then we would have more space.
Look, with landscape, if this is the screen is in landscape mode, okay, then if this is the wrong one. This is if it's in landscape mode for 3 fields, it's okay. But if we have more fields, then install it, and the keyword will also appear like this. Like this. Okay, so if it's landscape mode, half the screen is covered by the keyword. So you have only half screen left for the fields to display to the user.
That is true. Yeah, that is true.
So we can come up with some other thing that we will include now. What for these reference objects, I can do one thing. Okay, I can put these values as a placeholder for these, like this, as I am currently doing.
Oh, that might be a brilliant idea. Yeah.
Okay, so when the user will see the app, it will see this field is something like this. Okay, the field. Okay, and when he starts adding, then it disappears. Okay, so it gives the idea that how much, what should he add. Okay, and for the tooltip, I will think about it. How can we use it in the app? And then I will, if I found some idea, then I will discuss with you, and we will finalize it.
What I could imagine is just a little sign on the right side, saying like I for information, and you just hit I for information, and a pop-up field appears.
Yeah. That's good. We will do that. No, okay. It sound good. Okay.
Yeah.
So now we are done with this screen. Okay, this is our first. Now we will create for this purchase. We will create screen for purchase. For this, we will do here. We'll create a new folder. And name it the one. So then now we will create new file. We will select Quartet class. Next language is Swift, and here it's something else, and we will create a view control. We will paste here and then write it as PC. Okay, we will save it under this folder. And this is our second screen class. Now we go to storyboard, and we'll go here under objects. We'll find UI view controller. We will drag it here. Okay, and here we will add this name and with this ID so that we can navigate easily. So now, as we create these objects here, for connecting it with our class here, we have a keyword called IB outlet. Okay, that lets the compiler that tells the compiler that these objects are contained in the storyboard. Okay. In other ways, you can say if you want to update this screen, okay, on this button press you want to update this label with your name, then we have to connect our IB outlet created in this view controller file with our view controllers here in storyboard. Okay. So now we will connect our view controllers. IB outlets first. So we will create IB outlet. This is a weak object and variable. This is, we will call it as RBL. This is of type UI level. This will not be a nil. That's why we added this exclamation mark. Okay. Now we will create same for other levels also. And same for our UI text fields. also txt. Okay. So these are the IB outlets. We don't need outlets for level, I think, because this is only in German language. This is only in German, so we will not need IB, this outlet for labels.
Okay.
So we will create it. We will connect. Now here you can see when you double tap here, okay, you can see the outlets created by us. This txt address, txt Zimmer. Okay.
Yeah.
So now we will connect it here. This is our first
drag
view.
and drop again. Okay.
Yes.
Got it.
And this is now we have to create an event that will be fired when user press on this button next. Okay. For this we have to create an IB action. We will create like this IB action. This is a function. We will name it move to next screen. We will give it we will end. Okay. Now when we went to then you can also see this action here, move to next screen.
Okay.
Okay. Now we will also connect it to a button. You will, when you connect it to the button, you can see different actions. So we will connect it with touch up inside. Okay, when user touch on the inside within the bounds of the button.
Yeah.
Okay, then this method or this function will be triggered. So now when we come here, we will move to next screen. Let this equals to self dot storyboard dot initiate identifier. The identifier we gave to this view or second view like this. This is our identifier. Okay, we'll copy it and then self dot navigation controller dot push view controller VC animated. So, okay. Yeah, we have to define because Swift is strongly type language. Then we have to tell here that with type of it's saying here.
Darwin, I've got one question. Will the user be able to move through the different screens without entering anything?
No. We will put validations here.
Because it might make sense, you know. Could you please go to the English Excel sheet? Exactly. If the user is having a close look at the column reference apartment, it would be a real benefit for him to have a look at all the numbers and how they relate to each other. So before entering anything, it would be a real benefit for him to navigate through the different screens saying, okay, I see. Here is somebody who has purchased that reference apartment at this and that purchase price. Okay, I see. Okay, and he did a bit of refurbishment. Okay, understood. Next screen. All right. Okay, he's got some financing. Understood. And later on, there is some cash flow, and there is what else. So it would be a benefit for him to understand the concept of the whole app and of the reference apartment and how the different figures relate to each other. And as soon as he has navigated through the whole thing, he can make a very conscious decision on how to enter all his own data. So do you think there would be, like technically speaking, an easy way to navigate through the whole thing without entering anything?
No, look, what we can do that thing here, that we will give a question mark or help icon here. Okay. When user tap on this help icon, we will show him an image, okay, of the app with the fields already filled. Okay. So he gets the idea how these fields are going to be filled and how the sample fields.
Okay.
Okay.
So there is that info button, and pushing that info button, he can navigate through the whole reference object.
No. Either we can do one thing, we can create an image for all those reference objects. Okay.
Yeah.
And then when user press the info button here, we will open that image. Okay. And then user can scroll without navigating.
Okay. Through the whole thing. Okay.
Yes,
through all the 100 lines. Okay.
Yes. So if we that's why if I'm just saying, because if I'm a user and I have to fill these 3 fields only, and I don't know how to fill, then I will press the info button here, the image pops up, and I see, oh, in the example this is filled like this is filled like, and then I filled it here. Okay,
that is very good. Yeah, let's do it that way. Yeah.
And when we press next, we will move to other screen. Okay, now with other screen, I will check how it fills, how the field, how he used this refurbishment purchase, and what should be filled exactly. Then it would be easy.
That is good. Okay, so thank you very much. That is good. Yeah.
And if we want to hold the thing, we can also give him one screen that's kind of help screen that list hold the Excel sheet in one image, so that he can view one at a time. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, we can test that out, what works best later on.
Yes.
Okay.
These things can be done after once the app is created, and then we can create the screenshots of the app, and then we will add them to the app so that user can get the real picture of the app.
Okay. That is
so
good.
Now you can see that when I press the next button, I move to the next screen. Okay. Now here, when I press next, I move to next screen. Okay. So we have to put some validations here. Add validations so that user cannot navigate without entering data.
Good. Yeah.
Okay. Now we will add. Now in Swift, what happened? Like there is one function called go guard. Okay. Here we will check the let address equals to txt address dot text. Okay. Where Now here it's saying that temp address is empty.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you can see here in the console I printed the temp. If it's empty, then user will not navigate when.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
And if we enters, then it's done.
It goes on.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We will show some message here. I will
Mm-hmm.
add those classes. Okay, and then show the message as I shown in the previous app.
Mm-hmm.
The app I showed to you earlier in this session. Okay.
That is great. Okay. Mm-hmm.
I will add that pop-up and also the text fields
Mm-hmm.
so that it will look nice. Okay.
Beautiful. Okay.
Okay. In the same way, we will design the rest of the screens.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, like this, and all these screens.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then once we are done with the design part,
Mm-hmm.
then we will calculate those things, the
Mm-hmm.
green fields. Okay.
Okay.
In this way, we will proceed with the app.
Okay, that is good.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Do you think it makes sense to like record the video of all you do, or would you recommend to do the rest of the design thing without recording?
And I will recommend that what we can do is that I will create the code without recording, and then on Saturdays, okay, if I have done one class,
Mm-hmm.
then on the Saturday we will do a session like this,
Mm-hmm.
and I will told you what I have done with the code already done, because if I am doing code here live, then you will sit quiet, I will sit quiet, and we will do all the things. So it's
that is true. Yeah, we'll do a short review on that. And okay, that's very good. Mm-hmm.
Okay, then either we can do that review, like if I have done work on coming Saturday, okay, for 1 or 2 or 3 hours, and then on next Saturday we will schedule a meeting and like this, and then I will demonstrate what I have done in the last Saturday. Okay?
Yeah, that is brilliant. Yeah, that is good.
Okay,
so there is still a learning experience for the people that follow the blog, and I mean, like the things that repeat, we just skip them like that. I think that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Okay, brilliant. So, okay, do you think there is something we should speak about today, or should we just proceed, as you said, that you do that class on your own, and we'll just proceed next Saturday?
Yeah. Look, what we can do. I will create the code in these 5 days time. Okay. And then on next Saturday, I will show you the progress with some demonstration that what I have done. Okay. And we will discuss on the things that should need to be that the screens should need to be modified or not, or it's okay with you, or something went wrong.
Yeah. Okay.
So when the picture is ready for the app, then you can also put some inputs of your own, that how you want your app to look like. Okay. Yeah. Because if there's no picture, then we can only assume things, and the assumptions are not always real.
Okay, that is good. Okay.
Okay.
So nothing else we need to talk about right now?
Yes, because in technical stuff, it's not that kind that we can do code and chat simultaneously. So it's not that, it's not going good as I learned today.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So it's like in the previous session we discussed a lot of things, and it went very smoothly. Okay. And but today, as I am doing coding and then at that time I will be quiet and you are also listening. Okay, and also watching things, and you are not so proficient in the language. Okay, so sometimes it's also giving you some boredom, that you are getting bored what you are watching.
That might be the case, yeah. So okay, so Tarun, thank you very much.
Same.
And I'm very lucky the way we work together, and thank you so much.
I will.
Okay.
And thanks.
Okay, so see you next Saturday, right?
Yeah, I will do some code by that time, and I will let you know. So we will meet at the same time on next Saturday. Okay. If something, if I'm not available, then I will message you. Okay. If I did message you, that means I'm available to chat. Okay.
That is brilliant. Okay. Same goes for me. So have a nice weekend.
Same to you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.